Yes! Come on. What is it? It's yarn wrapped around a hook.
For a new fly tire, the Utah Killer Bug is as easy as it gets. It's truly hard to mess up this pattern. We're going to start out with a size 14 jig style hook with a 1/8 copper bead, and we're going to attach some tan colored thread to the hook. We're going to stop about in line with where the barb of the hook would be, and we're going to use some Jamieson's Shetland Spindrift yarn. And this yarn, if you can see, it has kind of like a creamy tan appearance with some little flecks of green and blue, greenish blue in there, some pink. And when this yarn is wet, it takes on almost a translucent appearance, like a grub or some sort of larvae, and the fish really go for it. So the only trick maybe to tying this pattern, and I mean it still would work either way, but if you start tying it in right there and then start to wrap it, you're going to end up with a little bit of a lump right there. So to get a smooth body, I like to tie the yarn in the length of the hook so that the end is up against the bead, and that will kind of help lock our bead in place too and keep it from spinning as we're wrapping this yarn. And then as we're making touching wraps with the yarn to the front of the hook, I'm going to twist this yarn slightly, which will give it a more segmented appearance as I go forward. And stop behind the bead. A couple wraps of thread to secure it. Trim it. Whip finish. And it's truly one of the simplest patterns you can ever tie. And that's all there is to it. Utah Killer Bug. Now I'm going to show you another variation. This one on a size 16 jig style hook with a 3/32 copper bead. Again, I'm going to use tan thread. Put down a little thread base, stopping right about in line with where that barb would be. And this time I'm going to use a color called Purple Haze. I like my purple flies, there's no doubt about it. Probably more than anybody I know, but it has just always been a color that works for me. This particular color is predominantly purple, but you can see it has a lot of little reds, and the blue greens are still in there. And when this gets wet, it's an awesome Baetis imitation. I use it all year long, sizes 14 down to 18. And again, we're going to tie it so at the end is up against the bead, just to kind of help hold things in place. And kind of twist the thread with the grain as we're wrapping forward. Yeah, nice smooth body. Trim. Whip finish. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or new to fly tying, this is a pattern that you can have success with right away. And it's a pattern that you can tie yourself and go out and catch fish with and feel that joy of catching a fish on a fly that you tied. And it works everywhere. Carry this in a variety of sizes, 14s, 16s, 18s, with various sized beads, whether it's 1/8 or 3/32. You want to make sure you have a Utah killer bug in your box to fit whatever situation you encounter on the water. Catch you next time.